The state of Washington is an incredible place for wine. Today we're taking you on one of the best tours in the state. Welcome to another edition of 4am TV. I'm your host Lucas Mack, and today we're talking about the state of Washington's wine world. It's built itself up as the premier destination for wine tasting. You have the Woodinville wine country, Walla Walla, Badger Mountain, Yakima Valley, but one region in particular is really building itself out as the premier destination for wine tasting. It's the Columbia Cascade region. From the first pour, wine enthusiasts are taking in more than just great wine. They're also taking in the scenery. With the beautiful Cascade Mountains and rolling hills as the backdrop, people are sipping amazing wines in one of the fastest growing wine regions in the Northwest, the Columbia Cascade region. There's all sorts of tasty stops as you travel through the region, with each winery showcasing its own personality and flavor. Right off Highway 2, you can stop by family-owned Wedge Mountain Winery in Leavenworth. Specializing in Bordeaux-style varietals and blends, you'll taste local and international winning wines.
Since our wine is for sale at most of the restaurants in Leavenworth and Wenatchee, we're hoping that people have it with their dinner down there and realize that we're just a local winery and come down here the following day and taste the wine here and purchase it.
We just want people to come here and have a really good time, and besides enjoying the wine, and enjoy the surroundings and the winery and the vineyard.
From Leavenworth to Wenatchee, the fun continues, like at Chateau Faire Le Pont in Wenatchee, which features not only award-winning wines, but a full-service restaurant and a tasting room where you can bring man's best friend for a little R&R.
Extremely welcome. Our winery name is Chateau Faire Le Pont. Faire Le Pont literally means bridging the gap, but it's a saying you say when you're on holiday and it falls midweek and you want to extend your stay through the weekend, Faire Le Pont. So when you walk in here, we want to do everything we can do to make you want to stay and enjoy. Our wines are fabulous. We have a fabulous staff that will greet you. And of course the dogs, Pinot Gris, Margot and Barkley, so you get to meet the dogs and just sit by the fire or go outside.
This region is quickly becoming the destination in Washington State for wine tasting.
I feel like everybody that comes in is a friend and family, and we got to know people that they come back year after year, and it's just fun. We have these great parties here, our wine club parties, and we have parties for the wine club, parties for the public. We like to have fun here.
Here being the Lake Chelan area.
You don't want to miss Lake Chelan. You come to Lake Chelan once, you'll come back. Everybody that comes here says, wow, I never just knew it was so beautiful here, and they come back. If you haven't been here, come see us.
With all size wineries to choose from, each has its own flair. Like at Lake Chelan Winery, where their tasting room offers knowledgeable staff ready to assist you with your next tasting experience.
Well, it's all dedicated to making ultra-premium wines, and it begins in the vineyard. We have approximately 240 tons worth of fruit that we process a year to make red, white, and rosé wine here at Lake Chelan Winery. Everything is hand-picked at the winery by my harvest crew and myself. We do everything from berry to bottle here, from the crushing, pressing, to all the fermentations and the barrel work.
And if you're looking for a view of Lake Chelan while you sip your vino, then Nefarious Cellars is the place for you.
And when people come up to the winery, generally the first thing they say is, wow, look at the view, you know. Usually followed by, wow, you got some great wines as well. But Heather makes the white wines, I make the red wines, and so you get to taste both. A lot of times you'll catch both of us behind the counter working. We have a small fridge with some cheeses and salamis and things you can kind of make a picnic, bring it out on the patio here and look at the great view.
I think the most interesting thing about what Dean and I do is that our winemaking is divided. So when you come here, you're actually tasting the product of two individual winemakers. I make all the whites and Dean makes all the reds, and that's a very unique thing.
So create your own wine adventure and discover what you and your taste buds are missing. Visit the Columbia Cascade region for some gorgeous scenery, good people, and the finest wines Washington State has to offer. When you head out to the Columbia Cascade Wine Region, what's neat about it is the variety of wineries. You have big ones and small ones, local winemakers and people that come from all over the world to produce wine. So go check it out. You'll have a good time, I guarantee it. Coming up next week, we're keeping the tourism theme going as we take you on Lake Washington and Lake Union on a little cruise we like to call Waterways Cruises. That's next week on 4am TV.